Hi, this is Mr. M again from your algebra class. In this session, we are actually trying to discuss about the variables and verbal expressions. So the variables and verbal expression. Okay. Uh, Already you guys studied in your lower classes or your elementary classes what are variables and what is a verbal expression. Today, we are actually trying here to discuss how you can write a verbal expressions in the form of a mathematical expression or uh, change a verbal expression into an algebraic expression. Okay, so I can explain those things with some problems. So um, basically for these kind of problems you need to you need to study or you need to understand what is the difference between some wordings. Say for example, um, difference. What do you mean by difference? Okay, difference. um, what do you mean by decrease to by? Decrease to by, decrease to by. What do you mean by quotient? Quotient, quotient. What do you mean by product? What do you mean by product? Okay, and squared. These are actually mathematical terms or the wordings that we are using in word problems. Okay, twice, twice, multiplied by, multiplied by. Okay, multiplied by. So how we can how we can change these verbal expressions into algebraic format or the algebraic expression into a verbal format. Okay, first we can check how we can change this verbal term, that is the difference. Difference always meaning with a subtraction sign. Okay, so for example, the difference of 10 and 5, the difference of the difference the difference of 10 and 5. So you can write the answer or the expression, the equivalent algebraic expression for this statement is 10 minus 5. So that is the equivalent algebraic expression. At the same time, if they are using decrease to by, decrease to by, decrease to by is also representing the subtraction operation. Okay, subtraction operation. Say for example, u is decreased decreased by, u is decreased by 17. So what will be its corresponding algebraic expression? Its algebraic expression is u minus 17. So you need to understand what is the corresponding algebraic expression for each verbal terms. And what is this quotient represents? Quotient represents division. Okay, quotient represents division. Say for example, um, quotient of quotient of quotient of 18 and the quotient of 18 and n, quotient of 18 and n. So quotient of 18 and n is, so how can we write this? Quotient of 18 and n, it is 18 divided by n, or you can write in this way. This is another format only. Same answer, 18 divided by n. Similarly, what is the meaning of product? Product represents multiplication. Okay. If in a question, in a word problem, it is saying that the product of x and 7, the product of two numbers. Okay, the product of two numbers, the product of x and 7. So what is the answer or the corresponding verbal representation? It is either x times 7, or you can write as 7x. 7x. So the product represents always multiplication. So what is another term? Squared. Squared. What is this squared represent? Square, you know that square means multiplying a number by itself. That is square. So x square means x times x. So if in a word problem it is saying that 6 squared, 6 squared. So we can replace this verbal representation with this algebraic expression 6 square, 6 to the power 2. So at the same time, twice. Twice represents what? Twice, twice of, twice of, twice of a number p. So it is 2 times p. Twice always represents multiply the given term with 2 twice. And multiplied by, okay, multiplied by. So multiplied by is also representing the multiplication sign. 5 is multiplied by x gives, say for example, one different statement. 5 is multiplied by x. 5 is multiplied by x. What is the meaning of this? The meaning is 5 is the product of 5 and x, that is 5x. Okay, so this is what each of this is representing. And now we can try to flip this thing. That means just now we explained what is the algebraic expression for the given verbal expression. So now what we are going to do is we are going to flip the thing. The flipping is what I'm trying with that flipping is, 1 minute, just to take a pen. Okay, we will have some algebraic expression. So algebraic expression to verbal expression. That's what we are trying to explain or discuss. Say for example, x divided by 2, x divided by 2. So what will be the corresponding verbal expression? So I can write half of 2, half of 2. Okay, that is one verbal expression. We can write another verbal expression for the same. Quotient of x and 2, quotient of x and 2. That is another verbal expression. Okay, or we can write x divided by 2. That is another verbal expression. Okay, so we will have a lot of different answers for the verbal expressions. Okay, say for example, another one, a plus 2. What will be the corresponding verbal expression? A plus 2. So you can write sum of, because this is a plus sign, sum of a and 2. These are the two numbers using. Or you can write a is increased. So a is increased by 2. So that is another expression. A is increased by 2. Okay, A is increased by 2, or we can say that A plus 2, A plus 2. Okay, that is kind of a verbal expression for the given algebraic expression A plus 2. And for example, another one, it is 19 minus 5. 19 minus 5. So what will be the corresponding verbal expression? The corresponding verbal expression is the difference between because subtraction sign always representing the difference. The difference between 19 and 5. Okay, so the difference between 19 and 5, that is actually representing with 19 minus 5. Okay, or we can say that 19 is, because it is a subtraction sign, so it is kind of a decrease. So 19 is decreased by 5. That is another way to express 19 minus 5, that algebraic expression 19 minus 5 verbally. Okay, um, and this is kind of a basic understanding that you guys need for entering into higher level algebra, or handling with the word problems. Because if you know properly um, what are each terms in the question represents, what is the meaning of the given expression, then only you can model that word problem in algebraically and solve it. And um, how can we use these terms for writing answers? Say for example, in a problem it is saying that 5 squared. Okay, 5 squared. So without any doubt you can write it is 25. So if you know what is 5 squared, sometimes they will not give this expression. They will say only it is 5 squared. 5 squared. Okay, if you don't know what is this square represents, then you'll be in trouble. Okay, so you know now what is 5 square means. You know that 5 square is 5 to the power 2, and 5 to the power 2 is 25. So without any question, without any doubt, you can write from this question, from this verbal statement itself, you can write 25 there. Sometimes this may be part of a word problem. And another example is the product problem. Okay, the product of the product of the product of 8 and 20, the product of 8 and 20. Okay, so if you don't know what is the meaning of this term product, if you don't know what is the meaning of that term product, you'll be in trouble for writing the algebraic expression of this statement. But you know product means the multiplication operation. So without any doubt, in a single step you can write, or you can go ahead with this step 8 and 20, the product. That means you need to multiply 8 and 20. 8 and 20, 8 times 20 is 8 times 2 is 16. So the answer is 160. So for the part of a problem, you can, without any calculation, you can straight away write the answer 160. And if in a word problem it is saying that the quotient of 96, the quotient of 96 and 8. Okay, we know what is quotient. Quotient means division. So what is basically you need to do is you need to divide 96 and 8. So the division of, so we already modeled this word format into an algebraic format. So now we know what we need to do. So 96 divided by 8, answer is 12, done. Okay, so this way you can use this algebraic expression and verbal expression. That means converting verbal expressions into algebraic expression, or algebraic expression into verbal expression to solve a word problem. So I hope you understand the concept. Um, if you really wish to watch the next videos, please subscribe this channel. Thank you.